Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again with Suzumiya Haruhi on episode 6, and in the last episode we had, it was a very interesting episode. I liked it. I liked the whole talk about how sort of Itsuki talking to Kion about like human principle and stuff, and how like as a human what understanding we have of the world and how we perceive everything around us versus what seems to be happening in this show surrounding Suzumiya and stuff, and how she can just will things into reality, and how each of the people who is surrounding her in the club, aside from Kion, is able to sort of similarly explain exactly what is happening, though through different means. So Yuki is able to do it through sort of information and changing the information around her. She has information control, almost like the Matrix, so it's like zeros and ones, and changing the world around them to fit that. And then you have Itsuki on the other hand, who is doing it through a more emotion and feeling kind of thing. With being an Esper, he is sort of battling Suzumiya's emotions, it would seem like. You know, and that kind of human perception of like not understanding something. It's just very much an interesting concept to think about. But yeah, I believe that Kion is the important one, and the one that everyone leaves Suzumiya to, because he is the only one that can keep her sort of grounded in that way and not let things get out of control. And feel like he's the only one that can do that, and that's why they put so much importance on him, even though he's just, I guess, like a human, at least of what we know of anyway as of right now. But yeah, I think that's all we really need to talk about. So we're going to get in episode 6 and see what we get. So without further ado, let's go.
自称宇宙人に作られた人造人間。自称
It's the first time they even mentioned she was an android.
自称少年エスパー戦隊。三者三様の理由で3人は鈴宮春日を中心に活動しているようだ。100光年譲ってそれはいいことにしてみてもさっぱりわからないことがある。なぜ俺なのだ。なんだって俺はこんな決体なことに巻き込まれているんだ。俺は 100% 純正の謎の力など何もない普遍的な男子高校生だぞ。これは誰の書いたシナリオなんだ。長友小泉も朝比奈さんも本人に直接話してやればいいのだ。その結果がどうなろうとそれは春日の責任であって俺には無関係だ。谷口、俺って普通の男子高校生だよな。
あ？どうかな。普通の男子生徒は教室で女を押し倒したりしねえだろ。
谷口が考えていると思われるストーリーは妄想無双完全フィクションである。長門は気の毒にも文芸部を根城にしてしまった春日の被害者であり、彼女は困りあぐねた挙句俺に相談した。春日の帰った後の教室でともどもに前後策を協議していると、長門は持病の貧血を起こして倒れ、とっさに俺が彼女と床との衝突を防ごうとしたまさにその時。嘘つけ。
お前が普通の男子生徒ってんなら俺なんかミジンコ並みに普通だぜ。
なあ谷口、お前超能力を使えるか。
ああ、
It's an odd thing to tell someone.
なんで着替えないんだお前。
暑いから。この後掃除当番だし、この方が動きやすい。
そりゃ合理的だな。
ほんと退屈。
Oh, for God's sake, Kion,
な
man.
るほど、これか。
The star. Oh. No.
どうして私の名前がついてるの？何が入ってるの？見せて見せて。いいですよ。
You're being sus.
何やってんのあんたたち。着替えるから。
好きにしたらいい。
着替えるって言うでしょ。
だから
出て
今日は仮装パーティーの日でしたっけ。
話をややこしくするな。
みくるちゃん、ここ座って。
結局、普通といえば普通の毎日だった。
She's getting annoyed by
やりたい
boredom,
こと
right?
も取り立てて見当たらず、何をしていいのかも知らず、あまりの何もなさに物足りなさを感じつつも 何、時間ならまだまだあるさと自分に言い聞かせて漫然と明日を迎える繰り返し。それでもこれはこれで非日常の香りがしてなかなか悪くなかった。俺はこんな時間がずっと続けばいいと
Because
思っ
of
て
the
いたん
danger
だ。
that he saw,
そう
he's
思
just
う
like,
だろ普通。
it's nice having a boring day.
だが思わなかった奴がいた。決まっている。鈴宮春日だ。何してんだ？
ハサミ、明日の図工で使うの。
いいけどな、一言ぐらい声かけろよ。確信犯か。人が夢を見る仕組みをご存知だろうか。睡眠にはレム睡眠とノンレム睡眠の2種類があって、活動しているレム睡眠時に我々は夢を見るわけだ。
起きてよ。
You sound like Haruhi.
起動ってんでしょうが。
He looks like he's in that.
どこだかわかる？
He looks like he's in that gap between dimensions again.
目が覚めたと思ったらいつの間にかこんなところにいて、隣であんたが伸びてたのよ。どうして私たち学校なんかにいるの？
Is this actually happening or then a dream?
閉鎖空間。小泉を見なかったか？
いえ、どうして？
いや、なんとなくだが。
あんた、あんまり驚か
No,
ない
he just he never seems surprised by anything.
特にお前がここにいることにな。
何これ？
That's as far as the dimension just will go as far as the school, right? You can't get out of it. Alright.
怖いなら椅子腕にすがりついてくれよ。そっちの方が気分が出る。
バカ。
It's interesting how in the world between the dimensions where it like sort of gets a void of color that he's able to just turn on the light in it.
さっぱりわからない。ここはどこで、なぜ私はこんな場所に来てるの？探検してくる。あんたはここにいて。すぐ戻るから。
Is it a good idea to split up at this point? There's one of them. Is that Itsuki? Yeah, it is.
遅かったな。もうちょっとまともな姿で登場するかと思ってたが。
This is actually happening then, it's not just a...
これは異常事態です。普通の閉鎖空間なら僕は難なく侵入できます。しかし今回はこんな不完全な形態で我々に宿った能力が今にも消えようとしているんです。
どうなってるんだ？ここにいるのは春日と俺だけなのか？
その通り、我々の恐れていたことがついに始まってしまったわけです。とうとう鈴宮さんは現実世界に愛想を尽かして新しい世界を創造することに決めたようです。神を失ったこちらの世界がどうなるのか誰にも分かりません。鈴宮さんが慈悲深ければこのまま何事もなく存続する可能性もありますが、次の瞬間には無に帰する可能性もあり得ます。鈴宮さんとあなたはこちらの世界から完全に消えています。そこはただの閉鎖空間じゃない、鈴宮さんが構築した新しい時空なんです。
俺がここにいるのはどういうわけだ？
本当にお分かりでないんですか？あなたは鈴宮さんに選ばれたんですよ。こちらの世界から唯一鈴宮さんが共にいたいと思ったのがあなたです。そろそろ限界のようです。このまま行くとあなた方とはもう会えそうにありませんね。アダムとイブですよ。梅は増やせでいいじゃないですか。
Fuck it.
来るぞお前。
まあそっちに僕が生まれるようなことがあればよろしくしてやってください。
俺たちはもうそっちに戻れないのか？
鈴宮さんが望めば、あるいは朝比奈に来ると長門駅からの伝言をことづかっていました。朝比奈に来るからは謝っておいてほしいと言われました。ごめんなさい、私のせいですと。長門駅からはパソコンの電源を入れるようにと。それでは。
Will Yuki be able to send information through that? You'd also have to tell Suzumiya without telling her that she can make it so that we can go back without giving her that kind of information. She's able to send messages through the dimensions, right?
見えてるとも。
It's gonna have to change our mind or something. Sleeping Beauty. fairy tale thing
知るっ
again.
てんだよ
Asahina did say to remember Snow White, right? Oh shit.
なんか出た。何あれ、怪物？新機能じゃないわよね。
So it's up to Kyon to... Oh, God.
それか古代人類が開発した超兵器が現代に蘇ったとか。私には邪悪なもんだとは思えないんだけど。
I think I get it. Because it's in a dream, right? So she's technically asleep. So he's gonna have to kiss her to get her out of it. Is that what it is? Fuck. It makes sense that Asahina would know about it as well, considering she's from the future, right?
どうしてだろう。今ちょっと楽しいな。
俺は戻りたい俺はなんだかんだ言って今までの暮らしが結構好きだったんだなアホの谷口や国木田も小泉や長門や朝比奈さんもそこに消えちまった朝倉を含めてもいい
That's interesting how he
ま
adds
だ話すことがいっぱい残ってる気がするんだ
下になったら太陽だって昇ってくるわよ。私にはわかるの。
そうじゃない
Yes.
この世界のことじゃないんだ元の世界のあいつらに俺は会いたいんだよ
あんただってつまんない世界にうんざりしてたんじゃないの。
あのな、春樹お前は知らないだろうけど世界はお前を中心に動いていたと言ってもいいお前が知らないだけで世界は確実に面白い方向に進んでいたんだよ長門は言った進化の可能性と朝比奈さんによると時間の歪みで小泉に至っては神扱いだでは俺にとってはどうなのかなんてトートロジーでごまかすつもりはないが決定的な回答を俺は持ち合わせてなどいないにとって春日はただのクラスメイトじゃないもちろん進化の可能性でも時間の歪みでもましてや神様でもない
霊気姫って知ってます？
Yep. He's gonna have to kiss her.
何よ。
俺実はポニーテール萌えなんだ
何よ。
いつだったかのお前のポニーテールは反則的なまでに似合っていたぞ
あ？バカじゃないの？
Oh, fucking hell. Nice.
先生も爆笑だ
You
っ
could just
て
pass it off as a dream as well, so that's good.
春日によって創造された新世界なのかだったとして俺にそんなことを確かめる術はあるのか
Because she'll have had the same dream, right?
よう元気か
元気じゃないわね。
Nightmare!
おう
おかげで全然寝れやしなかったのよ。
That's why she has a ponytail in. Okay.
似合ってるぞ
Yeah.
あなたと鈴宮さんにまた会えて光栄です。
あなたと鈴宮春日は2時間30分この世から消えていた。
No.
あ、朝比奈さん胸のここのとこに星型のほくろがありますよね
どうして知ってるんですか？何やってんのあんたたち。みくるちゃん、メイド服もそろそろ飽きたでしょ。さあ着替えの時間よ。
市内の不思議探索パトロールも継続中で俺は一人春日を待っているには俺はいろいろなことを話してやりたいと思う SOS 団の今後の活動方針について宇宙人と未来人と超能力者について話してやろうと俺は思っている
Okay. Okay, episode 6. Alright, yeah. So another interesting one we're following on from last episode. I find it interesting that how in every other character Haruhi is the the anomaly in this world, and yet in Haruhi's Kyon is the anomaly. He's the one that is not an alien or android, a time traveler, or an Esper. He's somewhat of possibly a human. I keep saying that, like, you know, like with quotations, because I'm not sure yet. Like, I kind of feel like the way that he acts, he seems so blasé about everything. Like you know, like everything's nonchalant with him, even to like the points where he should be really fucking like shocked or confused or scared. He's like, he seems so almost like he knew it existed all along, kind of thing, and it doesn't affect him anymore. It's weird. So I'm just kind of I'm keeping in that kind of that theory open that he possibly isn't human. I don't know what he could be, but I don't know. Something just tells me that like he might not be human. Although him being human makes sense for the story, though. I think him being human is something that, you know, with Haruhi looking around at the world and realizing how small her existence is, generally the whole kind of concept around this show is that humans just live boring lives, like, you know, it's just day after day. You know, you kind of live through the same routine. It's very rare anything surprising or interesting happens. I think the whole point of that, I think, is a good sort of contrast with the way Haruhi sees the world versus who is the person she's most interested in, and it's Kyon, even though she'll never admit it because she's a tsundere, you can tell. But yeah, I think it is interesting, an interesting contrast with how Haruhi's supposed to be, like, you know, she has all of this power and intrigue and stuff, and the one anomaly in her world is the one that isn't any of the things that she's looking for. I think that's, you know, sort of a good, interesting concept, and it makes sense. As to build like something to build around, a story around, you know what I mean? That maybe the thing that she was looking for all along was somebody to connect with, you know what I mean? Somebody who can make her world brighter, and somebody who can make her world like light up and be interesting without it having to be aliens and fucking and whatnot. And at the end of the day, all she was looking for was someone to connect with, and I think that person's Kyon, because there's obviously a reason why he is the only one there. Like, he asks himself, like, what role does he play? Whereas you've got Itsuki, who's an Esper there. You've got Asahina, who is the time traveler, and you've got Yuki, who's the alien, and yet I'm just a normal dude. Even questioning himself, saying, like, am I a human or not? And it makes me wonder if he was willed there by Suzumiya, or if it was just mere coincidence. Maybe that is the one thing that she can't control, is humans. She can control the world around them, but maybe she can't control... Oh, nah, that doesn't make sense then, because Itsuki said that he was still alive before that. It's just that he gained powers around 3 years ago, right? So, I mean, right, maybe not then. I don't know. Definitely interesting, though. I mean, you can see that Haruhi has interest in him because of the whole thing that happened in the dream world that actually did happen. That he said that he has a sort of ponytail moe, which means he had a thing for ponytails, and then she turns up with a ponytail the next day. Yeah. Yeah, the fairy tale thing as well. Kiss the Sleeping Princess. I figured that out as soon as Asahina said it with Snow White. It was like, just remember Snow White. It's like, oh, alright, well, what in Snow White could possibly happen in a show like this? It's always the same case, and it's like romantic stuff going on. That is the main thing with Snow White, is that she eats the poison apple. She doesn't wake up until she gets kissed by a prince. Obviously, that was going to happen, so I picked that up from the get-go. I find it interesting how Suzumiya doesn't find the divine men, like the big fucking weird goo monster things, malevolent, even though it's quite clear what it is that it's doing. I wonder if she doesn't see them. Well, obviously she doesn't see them the same way. If she doesn't see them physically the same way, like everyone else can see it destroying things, I wonder if to her it almost looks like, because Itsuki will say like, oh, like she, you know, when like if a god was to create a new world, normally it's to break down the old one, right, and to build a new. So she probably doesn't see the difference between something that's being broken down to something that's being created. So maybe she sees them physically like different, doing different, like not destroying shit but creating, as opposed to everyone else who can see it obviously destroying shit, you know. Interesting. But she created this. Itsuki basically put it as like this was something that she created, sort of a bit more knowingly than before, whereas before it seemed to just pop up anywhere. I was about to write down like, do these sort of interdimensional places happen in random places around the world, or is there a reason as to why they take place in like in certain areas? Like the first one they went to in the last episode was just, I don't know, somewhere they had to take a taxi to get somewhere, and then eventually got there. I'm just wondering if Suzumiya was around there at any point and there was a reason as to why that turned up there and not somewhere else, you know. Whereas here it was specifically in the school, and it wouldn't, you couldn't get outside of the school. So yeah, it's interesting. It is definitely interesting how she like sort of, that was the place where she wanted to tear down first. Almost like, it's just, I don't know, it's an interesting kind of thing that's where they ended up, was the school. She almost saw school as like that's where the boredom sort of starts. Or maybe she was just not happy with the fact that even though they have the SOS brigade, nothing was happening. So maybe she just saw that as like, oh fuck, it's not working anyway, tear it down kind of thing. And obviously she's doing this sort of subconsciously, so you know, it's not like she's knowingly doing it. It's just kind of something that happens in her head that she has no idea it is happening. But yeah, interesting. Kyun seems more on board now. You saw like at the end there, I think he's a bit more willing, whereas before he was just getting dragged along, you know what I mean, with whatever Suzumiya was doing. I feel like that can still happen, but he seems a bit more involved now, and he seems a bit more happy to be involved. So yeah, interesting. I like that. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. So that's great. I was in the middle of writing down a note, and I only got like 2 words in, and I can't remember what it was. So fuck. Bollocks. If I remember when I edit the fucking video, then I don't know, I might pop it in here. If not though, then whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, that is all. So thank you everyone for watching. In the description below I have links to certain things. One is the Discord. Do you ever want to go over there, especially if you want me to react to a certain show, because that's where polls and things start for, you know, when a poll goes up for the public, for the next show that I'm going to react to. You probably want to get over to the Discord to join in on that. And also if you just want to come over and join me at the community, you're free to do that as well. And Patreon's the other one. So if you want to support me, you can do. There's a bunch of tiers and rewards depending on how much you want to support me with. So $5 a month, that's the early access. So for that you gain access to 4 episodes of every show that I do every single week on Patreon. So obviously there's 4 shows, 4 episodes for those every single week. That's 16 episodes across the whole week. So, and you get them a week early. So if you're coming for more reactions from me more frequently, you want to get that. $10 a month, that's the full length. So if you want to see my full reactions to all the shows I do, then that's what you want to get there. Exclusive tier, that's the $15 a month. So if that gives you access to another show I'm currently doing, which is Parasite. That'll only be available for exclusive tier patrons while it's airing. Once I finish reacting to it, then it'll go up on YouTube for the general public. Yeah, but But yeah, there's that. Also, all OVA reactions and all movie reactions go into the exclusive tier as well. So yeah, that's that tier. $50 a month or $50, you know, just basically every time you pay, you get a choice of a show. The show will go to the back of the list. I have about 7 shows in the backlog that I need to get through before I get to that, so it might take me a while to get round to it. But if you want to jump the queue and go to the very front of the list so that your show gets reacted to next, and you want to get God tier, which is $100. But yeah, that was all. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.